Hi dear friends, how are you all? I hope that all of you are keeping fine, and how do you feel about your online classes? And we have finished Act 1, all the scenes, and if you have any doubts regarding Act 1, you may please contact me. And now we are going to see the new act, Act 2, Scene 1. Here one more character is introduced. In Act 1, Scene 2, we had seen that the Prince of Morocco is coming. The messenger came and told that the new suitor, Prince of Morocco, is coming. And in this scene, Act 2, Scene 1, here we will see about Prince of Morocco and his character. And in a way, Prince of Morocco, he is very courageous person. Why? Because in Act 1, Scene 2, we had seen 6 suitors came, but they did not attempt the casket. They did not take any risk by trying the casket system. But Prince of Morocco, he is ready to attempt the casket system, or he is ready to take risk in life in order to seek Portia's hand in marriage. That is the difference between Prince of Morocco and other suitors, other 6 suitors, those who came earlier. And now we will see about Prince of Morocco. You may please take Act 2, Scene 1, page number 45. The scene begins with a lot of pomp, both visual and verbal. That means this scene is very much colorful because he is a prince. So with all the verbal and visual celebrations we can notice there, because normally whenever the prince or the king comes, then the situation it will be something very colorful. So this scene also it is very colorful because Prince of Morocco comes with his servants in a procession. Pomp means a ceremony with a lot of display. Here it is marked by the entrance of the Prince of Morocco, one of the suitors to Portia. We had seen 6 other suitors in Act 1, Scene 2. The new one we will see in this scene. He is of dark complexion, yet confident of his charm and valor. Prince of Morocco is of dark color. Complexion means color. So Prince of Morocco, he is dark in color, but he is confident of his charm and valor. Charm means attractiveness and valor means the courage. So he is dark complexion, but he is very much confident and he is a great valor or a courageous person. Portia forewarns him that if he fails in his choice of the casket, he would never in his lifetime woo a lady. Forewarns means in advance informs about the dangers. So here Portia says about the dangers or gives the necessary information about the casket system. The one of the essential condition is that if he fails in the casket system, then never in his life woo a lady. Woo a lady means marry a lady. So that is the one of the conditions. So you might have understood why all other suitors left. If they fail, then they are not supposed to marry any lady in their life. So Portia gives information about one of the conditions. 3 conditions are there that we will see later. One of the conditions about trying casket system, it is the person who fails, he is not supposed to marry any woman in his life. This scene provides all the necessary information about the lottery of caskets and the conditions attached to those who make the effort. So about the conditions and the conditions that must be followed by the people, those who try the casket system. Then it also highlights the theme of prejudice based on racial and religious differences, along with the gambling, game and chance. Prejudice based on racial and religious differences means Portia, she is very beautiful and she is a white lady, and Morocco, Prince of Morocco, he is from Africa, a black man. So racial and religious background also is both are different. So racial and religious prejudices we can notice along with the gambling, games and a chance. Why it is said so? Because it is a chance. It is based on luck. If he selects the right casket, then he will be able to marry Portia. Otherwise, he is taking a risk. That means he is not able to marry a girl in his lifetime. Before we start to discuss the scene, I will just give some information about the characteristics of Prince of Morocco. As I told in the introduction part, he is black complexion, black in color. He is self-confident and a valor, courageous person, and he is very much proud about his black color, and he is very egoistic. That means he thinks that he is better than any other person. His physical appearance also is very great. And now we will start our scene discussion. Scene 1. Where this scene take place? Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of cornets. Enter the Prince of Morocco and his train, Portia, Nerissa and other of her attendants. So who all are present there at this scene? Prince of Morocco and his train. Train means the servants or the attendants. That is a group of people, those who accompany a great or important personality. So here the attendants, Prince of Morocco, and train means Prince of Morocco and his attendants or servants. Then Nerissa, Portia and other of her attendants. Portia's servants also there. Flourish of cornets means sound of trumpets. So here we can understand that Prince of Morocco and his servants and Portia, Nerissa and their servants enters to the scene with the sound of trumpets. Then Morocco says to Portia, "Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed library of the burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred." Mislike me not for my complexion means don't dislike me for my color, for my black color. Mislike means dislike. Don't dislike me for my black complexion or black color. I am a black person, but don't dislike for me that. And he gives the reason for his black complexion. What is the reason? The shadowed livery of the burnished sun. The shadowed means the black color and livery means uniform or color of the burnished sun. The hot sun, extremely hot sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. I am a neighbor. Who is the neighbor? Prince of Morocco. He is living near to sun because African countries, they are near to equator. So that is the reason he says that I am a neighbor to sun. So this extremely hot sun gave a shadow livery or the black color. So he gives the reason here. What is the reason? Since he lives near to sun or the equator, I got this black color. I am a neighbor and near bred means I am closely related and brought up together. So that is the reason for his dark color. It is not his mistake. But since he is living near to sun, that means he is living in a region which is close to equator, so he got such a color. He is a neighbor and he and sun brought up together. So that is the reason for his dark color. So I hope that you understood that first 3 lines. He says to Portia that don't dislike me for my black color, and I have got this color since I live near to sun. That is the very reason for my dark color. Then he continues, bring me the fairest creation northward born, where Phoebe's fire scales toast the ice waves. Then he says to Portia, he is very proud about his color. That is why now he says to Portia that bring me the fairest northward born. What is the speciality of the person who born in northward? Maybe he is of white color. That is the reason. He is black color but northward born person. He is white color. So he is asking Portia that bring a northward person or the white person where Phoebus fire. Phoebus means it is a classical sun god, or Apollo. Fire scares those the iceless. Scares means hardly. Those means melt, and iceless means the hanging ice pieces. So here he says to Portia that bring the person who born in the northward place, and where even the sun is not able to melt the ice pieces. Sun is not able to, the classical sun god, the reference is there, means the sun is not able to melt the ice pieces. So here we can notice a comparison. The speciality of the African countries, they are very close to equator and sun, and because of that they are very black, and sun is very hot there. But on the other side, the northward place, there even the sun is not able to melt the ices, so very cold, and because of that these people are white, and those who are living in Africa, they are black. And then he says again to Portia one condition, and let us make the incision for your love. And let us here reference to himself and the northward born prince. So he says that you bring me a person who born in northward, where even the sun is not able to melt the ice, and let us, myself and the prince, the person born in northward place, let us make an incision, cut on our body. Let us make a cut on our body for your love. For your love. It means in order to win your love, let us, both myself and the person who born in northward, let us make cut on our body. And for what purpose he says that we will make cut on our body? He says that to prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine. So there in right side the meaning it is given 7. The point 7 you can take reference to the old belief that the most courageous man had reddest blood, while a coward had a pale colored blood. So that is the reason he says Portia that make a cut on our body. We will make cut on our body in order to find out whose blood is reddest, mine or his. It tell the lady this aspect of mine hath fear the valiant. He is very confident that his color is the reddest one. Why? Because he lives near to sun, that makes his blood red in color, and the reddest in color. And the other person who lives in northward place, his blood may be pale. So in a way, Prince of Morocco says that he is very courageous. Prince of Morocco is very courageous. That is why earlier when I mentioned about the characteristic, I said he is very egoistic, and he is very self-confident about his color, and he is very much egoistic about his courageous nature. So here he says that bring northward person and let us make a cut on our body in order to prove who is having the reddest blood, mine or his. And again Prince of Morocco says that I tell thee lady, this aspect of mine hath fear the valiant. This aspect of mine means my physical appearance. I tell you my lady, the physical appearance of mine even fear the valiant, means even fear the brave people. And even I swear the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too. The best regarded, the most beautiful and most respected virgins of my tribe. My clime means my tribe or my country even loved my appearance. I would not change the hue. Hue means color, except to seal your thoughts, my gentle hue. I am not ready to change my color except to win your love. Only for one condition I am ready to change my color, that is to win your love. Otherwise I am not ready to change my color at all. So here once again I will tell about the dialogue from Morocco. He says that he is of dark color and don't dislike him for his dark color. And the reason for his dark color, it is he is living near to sun, and because of that he got the shadowed library or the dark complexion. And then he just proposed an idea to Portia that bring a northward person, a white person to him, and then they will make an incision on body in order to find out whose blood is the reddest. And Prince of Morocco is very confident that his blood will be red in color. What is the reason? Because he lives near to equator or he lives near to sun, and that makes his blood color reddest. And the northward prince, he lives where the sun is not able to melt the ice, so his blood will be pale in color. And then he continues that his appearance, his physical appearance, even fear the brave people, and even the most respected and beautiful girls in his country love his color. And he is not ready to change his physical appearance and color except to win the affections of Portia. Only for one condition he is ready to change his color, that is to win the affections of Portia. In response to that, Portia says to Prince of Morocco, in terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice directions of a maiden's eyes. Maiden's eyes means the virgin's eyes, the one who is not married. In these lines, she says that in terms of choice, I am not entirely moved by the external appearances which attracts a young lady. The external appearance or the conditions. So the person who is going to get married, they have got some conditions about their future partner. Otherwise, some concepts regarding their partner. Not only the girls but also boys also having some concept about their future wife. Girls, of course, they have concept about their future husband, their color, education, their qualities, and such a kind of concept may be there for the virgin girl. But here Portia says that she is not moved or led by such a kind of conditions or the external appearances. Even though the maidens or the virgins having many conditions or the concept, but I am not entirely led by the conditions. Why she says so? The reason we will see in the next lines. The reason you can assume that she is not led by her concept, but her fate, her future depends on the casket system arranged by her father. That is the reason she says that she is not entirely led by the external appearances which attracts a young lady. Now you take next page. She continues that besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. Besides, the lottery of my destiny, the casket system arranged by my father prevents me from voluntary choosing. By according to my will, I am not able to choose my husband. Why? Because the casket system devised by her father prevents. Bars means prevents from taking or selecting a husband for her. Besides, so the reason I am not entirely guided by or moved by the external appearance just like a maiden girl. Rather than that, my life, it is determined by the casket system devised by my father, and the same casket system, it bars me or prevents me from selecting the bars me from right of voluntary choosing. So that prevents me from selecting the future husband. So the meaning of these 4 lines. In terms of choice, I am not entirely moved by the external appearances which attracts the young virgins. Besides, the lottery devised or the casket system devised by my father prevents me from selecting the husband according to my liking. Right of voluntary choosing means the freedom to choose what I want. So the casket system prevents Portia from the freedom of choose what she wants. Then Portia says, But if my father had not scanded me and hedged me by his wit, to yield myself his wife, who wins me by the means I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection. So now here Portia says about other choice. What would be her decision if father had not designed such a kind of casket system? She says that my freedom and my life, it is restricted with the casket system, and if it was not the case, what would happen? If my father had not scanded me, denied freedom and hedged me by his wit, if my father had not denied my freedom and bound me in a bond with his wisdom, which means wisdom, and what is the bond here? To yield myself his wife, who wins me by the means I told you. By the means I told you. What is the means here? By the means means by casket system that I told you earlier. To yield myself means to give myself as a wife to the man, the person who selects the right casket. So in a way she says that I am bound in a particular casket system, and according to that casket system I am supposed to give myself as a wife to a person who selects the right casket. And if it was not the case, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer. Any comer means suitor. I have looked on yet for my affection. Here Portia says that if it was not the case, then you also would get a great chance in order to win my love. The meaning is given right side 20. The noble prince, you would stand as high in my estimation as any of the other suitors I have seen so far. That means if I was not guided by the casket system, then you also have the fair chance to win my love. So I hope that you understood this part. From here we can note one more thing, that is Portia gives a perfect courtesy or respect to Prince of Morocco. She addresses Prince of Morocco, renowned prince. So in a way she says or she respects the other person. Hope that it is very clear to you, and if there is any doubts you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.